Over 60? Skip vitamin D and take these two vitamins every morning for stronger muscles. What if the vitamin you've trusted for years is the very thing holding your muscles back? Are your legs still weak even though you take vitamin D every single day? Dr. Barbara O'Neill warns that vitamin D alone won't build your strength, and too much can even cause harm. The real secret to staying strong after 60 isn't in that one pill at all, but in two simple vitamins you should take at breakfast. Miss them, and you risk fatigue, slow recovery, and losing the independence you've worked so hard to keep. Stay with me, because today you'll finally see what your body truly needs. 1. Why you shouldn't just take vitamin D. Most of us have been told for years that vitamin D is the golden ticket for strong bones and strong muscles. Doctors recommend it, supplement bottles line every store shelf, and advertisements make it sound like a miracle pill. And yes, vitamin D is important for bone health because it helps the body absorb calcium from the foods we eat. Without enough vitamin D, bones can become thin and brittle over time. But here's the truth that many seniors are never told, and Dr. Barbara O'Neill often emphasizes in her talks. Vitamin D does not actually build muscle. You could take vitamin D every day, but if your real goal is to feel stronger, climb stairs with ease, or carry groceries without pain, vitamin D alone will not get you there. Harvard Health points out that vitamin D supports bones, but it does not play a direct role in muscle growth. It's like putting down a foundation for a house but never building the walls and roof. You've only solved part of the problem, not the whole picture of senior health. This is why so many people over 60 feel frustrated. They swallow their vitamin D tablets faithfully and still notice their legs feel weak, their balance isn't improving, or they get tired after just a short walk. Some even blame themselves, thinking it's just old age or a lack of effort. In reality, the problem is not you. It's that vitamin D on its own cannot power your muscles the way you've been led to believe. Strong muscles require more than calcium absorption. They require nutrients that directly support energy production and muscle repair. The Cleveland Clinic has warned that seniors often miss these key nutrients, which explains why many still feel weak despite doing everything right. And here's where it becomes even more concerning. Taking too much vitamin D can actually cause new problems. When vitamin D levels are too high, calcium can build up in the wrong places, leading to kidney stones, stiff arteries, and even irregular heartbeats. The Mayo Clinic has published data showing that excessive vitamin D intake increases the risk of hypercalcemia, which stresses the kidneys and the heart. So instead of protecting your health, too much vitamin D can quietly damage it. This is why it's so important not to rely only on vitamin D, but to learn about the other vitamins that can truly fuel your energy and muscle strength every single morning. Because if you stop here and don't discover what those vitamins are, you'll miss the key to finally feeling stronger after 60. When seniors take too much vitamin D, the extra calcium doesn't always go where it should. Instead of strengthening bones, that calcium can build up in the wrong places. The Mayo Clinic warns that high vitamin D levels can lead to kidney stones, stiff arteries, and even irregular heartbeats. Imagine trying to protect your body with a vitamin, only to discover it's quietly stressing your kidneys and your heart. That's the danger of relying only on vitamin D. It can give you just part of the puzzle while leaving your muscles weaker and your health at risk. This is why Dr. Barbara O'Neill, along with many experts in senior health, reminds us that building real strength after 60 takes more than one pill. The body needs nutrients that directly power energy and repair muscles every single day, not just a vitamin that controls calcium. And that brings us to one of the most overlooked but powerful vitamins for seniors, vitamin B12. Vitamin B12 is like oxygen in a bottle for your muscles. It fuels your red blood cells so they can carry oxygen to every part of your body. Without it, your muscles feel tired, your legs grow heavy, and even a short walk can leave you breathless. According to the National Institutes of Health, nearly 20% of adults over 60 have low B12 levels, and many don't even realize it. The symptoms sneak up: fatigue, numb hands or feet, brain fog, weakness. But here's the good news. When you restore your B12, energy comes back, recovery improves, and your body finally starts using the protein you eat to actually build muscle. Dr. O'Neill highlights that B12 is essential for seniors who want to stay active and independent. And Harvard Health has also confirmed that correcting B12 deficiency can improve energy and nerve function in older adults. If you're curious to learn how B12 works and why breakfast is the perfect time to take it, stay with me because if you stop watching here, you'll miss the real key to keeping your muscles strong after 60. And if you're still with me right now, comment the number 1 below so I know you care about your senior health and want more tips like this. 2. Vitamin B12. Vitamin B12 is often called the oxygen vitamin because it's the fuel that helps red blood cells carry oxygen to every corner of your body. Without enough, your muscles work with only half the oxygen they need. That's why so many seniors over 60 feel drained, even when they eat well and stay active. Dr. Barbara O'Neill often explains that B12 is one of the most overlooked keys to real energy because it supports both muscles and the nervous system. According to the National Institutes of Health, low B12 is one of the most common deficiencies in older adults, but the symptoms are often mistaken for normal aging. You may feel tired, weak, lightheaded, or experience tingling in your hands and feet. Harvard Health notes that memory problems, poor balance, or mood changes in seniors are often linked to low B12 rather than aging alone. The truth is, many times it's not age, it's a silent B12 deficiency. And once levels are restored, the difference can be dramatic. Energy improves, the mind feels clearer, and muscles respond better to exercise. Cleveland Clinic has reported cases where correcting B12 deficiency helped patients regain strength within weeks. Seniors often describe it as if someone turned the lights back on. When your blood is rich in oxygen, every move becomes easier. Climbing stairs doesn't feel like a mountain, walking feels lighter, and even carrying groceries is less tiring. It's not magic, it's biology, and B12 is the missing spark that makes it possible. That's why experts stress that if you care about senior wellness and healthy aging, B12 is a vitamin you can't ignore. Here's the exciting part. Because of its oxygen-carrying power, B12 doesn't just prevent fatigue. It helps muscles work longer, recover faster, and stay stronger with age. And if you stop here, you'll miss the most important tip on how B12 directly fuels your muscle power every single day. So, let's look at why B12 is like the hidden battery that keeps your muscles alive and working. When your body has enough vitamin B12, something amazing happens. Your muscles don't tire out as quickly. Because your red blood cells are full of oxygen, you can walk longer, lift more, and recover faster after even a simple activity like gardening or climbing stairs. Dr. Barbara O'Neill often explains that B12 is like the spark plug that keeps the engine of your body running smoothly, turning the food you eat into steady energy instead of leaving you drained halfway through the day. The National Institutes of Health has confirmed that B12 is critical for energy metabolism, and Harvard Health reports that seniors with good B12 levels often maintain better strength and endurance compared to those who are deficient. This is why many older adults who correct a B12 deficiency notice their muscles feel stronger and their daily tasks suddenly feel easier. You don't feel like you're pushing a heavy cart uphill anymore, you feel supported from the inside out. And this is not just about muscle power. It's also about keeping your independence and enjoying your senior healthy lifestyle with confidence. If you've been waiting for one health tip that can help you stay active and live a healthy life, this could be it. And before I go further, don't forget to hit the like button if you want more senior health tips like this. We're building a Healthy 247 community together, and every bit of support keeps this information flowing to more people who need it. But here's the catch. This only works when your body actually has enough B12 to begin with. The Mayo Clinic has warned that low B12 can slowly rob your muscles of their strength and energy, even if you think you're eating well. Cleveland Clinic adds that B12 deficiency doesn't just show up in lab results, but it shows up in how you feel every single day. Without enough, muscles fatigue faster, recovery slows down, and over time, simple activities feel like climbing a mountain. And that leads us right into the next critical point. When you don't get enough B12, you start facing problems like constant tiredness, weak muscles, numb hands and feet, and even memory loss or low mood. When your body doesn't have enough vitamin B12, the warning signs can slowly creep in, and many seniors mistake them for just getting older. The National Institutes of Health has shown that B12 deficiency is especially common in people over 60, and the symptoms are often things seniors already worry about: constant tiredness, weak muscles, tingling or numbness in the hands and feet, and even problems with memory or mood. Harvard Health has explained that low B12 can mimic dementia symptoms, leading some people to believe they're losing their independence, when in reality, it's a vitamin deficiency that could be corrected. Dr. Barbara O'Neill often reminds her audience that a lack of B12 doesn't just make you feel drained, it steals your confidence because everyday tasks suddenly feel harder. The Mayo Clinic also notes that prolonged B12 deficiency can cause nerve damage if left untreated, making it even more important to catch the signs early. Think about it. How many times have you felt too tired to enjoy your walk, too weak to finish chores, or too foggy to concentrate? For many seniors, that isn't against it, the silent drain of low B12. And here's the part you don't want to miss. The good news is that when you restore your levels, these symptoms can improve dramatically. Energy rises, mood lifts, and muscles start working the way they're supposed to. This is why researchers at the Cleveland Clinic stress that identifying and treating B12 deficiency is one of the most effective ways to keep seniors healthy, independent, and strong. The beauty of this solution is that it's not complicated. With the right timing, especially in the morning, B12 can do more than just correct fatigue. It can actually help your body turn the protein you eat into real muscle. And if you stop here, you'll miss how that timing works and why it matters so much for senior wellness and healthy aging. So let's move forward and uncover why taking B12 at breakfast is the key to transforming your energy into lasting muscle strength. Taking vitamin B12 at the right time of day makes a huge difference, and morning is when it works best. That's because B12 plays a key role in turning the protein you eat into actual muscle tissue, a process called protein synthesis. If you only eat eggs, oatmeal, or lean meat for breakfast but your body doesn't have enough B12, much of that protein goes to waste, instead of being used to repair and build your muscles. The National Institutes of Health highlights that seniors who start their day with proper B12 intake have better energy and stronger muscle response throughout the day. Dr. Barbara O'Neill explains that B12 acts like a switch that turns on your metabolism in the morning, giving your body the spark it needs to use food for fuel instead of storing it as fat. Harvard Health also points out that B12 helps prevent the midday fatigue that so many older adults struggle with because it ensures steady oxygen flow and nerve support right from breakfast. In fact, the Mayo Clinic reports that taking B12 too late in the day can even disrupt sleep since it is so stimulating to the nervous system. That's why morning is the perfect window for seniors who want to stay active, independent, and full of energy. By aligning your B12 intake with breakfast, you're not only getting more out of your meals, but you're also setting up your muscles to stay stronger for the rest of the day. The Cleveland Clinic adds that consistent morning intake improves recovery after exercise, especially in seniors dealing with slower muscle repair. It's a small daily habit that pays off in muscle strength, energy, and senior wellness. And here's the important transition. While B12 provides the oxygen and energy your muscles need, it still isn't enough on its own. Muscles also need to be held together, protected from damage, and repaired after every movement. This is where the second key vitamin comes in, vitamin C. Dr. O'Neill and multiple studies remind us that vitamin C builds collagen, the very tissue that keeps your muscles, joints, and tendons strong and less prone to injury. If you stop here, you'll miss why vitamin C is the partner nutrient that makes B12's work truly effective. So let's move into that next. 3. Vitamin C. Vitamin C is not just the cold vitamin we all remember. For seniors, it is one of the most important nutrients for keeping muscles, joints, and tendons strong. That's because vitamin C helps the body make collagen, the protein that holds muscles together and keeps joints flexible. Without enough of it, tissues weaken, recovery slows, and the risk of strains or injury rises. The Mayo Clinic explains that vitamin C is essential for healing and for maintaining healthy cartilage and bones. Harvard Health has also noted that low vitamin C often shows up as slow recovery, weak connective tissue, or even frequent muscle soreness. Dr. Barbara O'Neill calls vitamin C the repair crew of the body, patching the tiny tears in muscle fibers that happen not only after exercise, but even from simple daily movements like climbing stairs or carrying groceries. This matters even more after 60, when natural collagen production drops with age. That's one reason seniors may feel stiffer, less steady, or take longer to recover after activity. Cleveland Clinic points out that even small, daily amounts of vitamin C creek foods like an orange at breakfast or a handful of berries can support muscle strength and protect joints. It's a simple habit that can make a real difference in staying senior healthy and independent. And here's the next step. Vitamin C isn't just a builder. It is also one of the body's strongest antioxidants, lowering inflammation and easing soreness after activity. If you stop here, you'll miss the key to how vitamin C protects your muscles long term. So let's move into that next. Vitamin C is also one of the body's strongest antioxidants, which means it helps protect your muscles from the stress and damage that build up after activity. Every time you exercise, even a light walk or carrying groceries, tiny tears form in your muscles. That's normal. It's how your body gets stronger. But along with those tears comes inflammation, which causes soreness and stiffness. Vitamin C helps reduce inflammation, so recovery is faster and less painful. According to the Mayo Clinic, vitamin C plays a critical role in controlling oxidative stress, the process that makes muscle fibers break down more quickly. Harvard Health adds that antioxidants like vitamin C are key for seniors because they protect not only muscles but also blood vessels, lowering the risk of swelling and pain after simple daily activities. Dr. Barbara O'Neill explains it simply. Vitamin C calms down the body's fire after exertion, so instead of staying sore for days, your muscles can heal and rebuild stronger. This is why Cleveland Clinic emphasizes that vitamin C is not only about preventing colds, it is also you keeping your body resilient as you age. Seniors with good vitamin C intake often report less muscle pain after exercise, better joint comfort, and quicker recovery, which makes it easier to stay active without fear of lingering soreness. When inflammation is kept under control, you're more likely to stick with healthy habits, stay mobile, and enjoy daily life without being held back by aches. It's a simple but powerful step in staying senior healthy and protecting long-term independence. Now here's the part you don't want to overlook. Everything changes when your body doesn't get enough vitamin C. Muscles start to recover more slowly, soreness hangs around longer, and weakness builds up with age. Let's look at why that deficiency can quietly steal your strength if you're not paying attention. When your body doesn't get enough vitamin C, the difference shows up quickly in how your muscles feel and recover. Without this nutrient, collagen production drops, making it harder for your body to repair the tiny tears that happen every time you move or exercise. That's why seniors with low vitamin C often feel sore for days after simple activities, or notice that their muscles don't bounce back the way they used to. Harvard Health reports that vitamin C deficiency can slow wound healing and weaken connective tissue, which makes daily movement more painful. The Mayo Clinic also explains that long-term low vitamin C increases the risk of muscle weakness and fatigue, not because of aging alone, but because the body lacks the tools to repair itself. Dr. Barbara O'Neill has often pointed out that seniors mistake this constant tiredness and stiffness as getting old, when in reality it's a hidden lack of vitamin C, quietly draining their strength. Cleveland Clinic adds that the consequences don't stop at soreness. Over time, weak collagen leads to fragile tendons and stiffer joints, raising the risk of falls or injuries that can take months to heal. That means every missed day of vitamin C is like leaving your muscles half repaired, slowly chipping away at your independence. This is why experts stress daily intake, because once the damage piles up, it takes much longer to rebuild strength. Staying senior healthy is not just about avoiding sickness, but about giving your body the nutrients it needs to keep moving freely. And here's the next big insight. Vitamin C in the morning does more than protect your muscles. It also boosts iron absorption from your breakfast, directly improving oxygen delivery to your muscles. Let's uncover why this simple habit can be a game changer for energy and strength after 60. Taking vitamin C in the morning doesn't just protect your muscles, it also helps your body absorb more iron from the foods you eat at breakfast. Iron is what your red blood cells need to carry oxygen through your body, and without enough of it, your muscles feel weak and your energy fades. Harvard Health explains that vitamin C improves how well your body takes in iron from plant foods like spinach, oatmeal, or fortified cereals. which is especially important for seniors who may not eat as much red meat. The Mayo Clinic adds that this simple combination reduces the risk of anemia, a common cause of fatigue and weakness in older adults. Dr. Barbara O'Neill often reminds her students that pairing vitamin C with breakfast proteins is like opening the door for oxygen to reach your muscles, so you get more out of every meal and every step you take. Cleveland Clinic also highlights that seniors with steady vitamin C intake show better endurance and fewer signs of exhaustion because their bodies are using iron more effectively. This is why starting your day with vitamin C-rich foods like citrus fruits, strawberries, or even a small glass of orange juice is more powerful than most people realize. It's not just about avoiding colds. It's about fueling your muscles with the oxygen they need to stay strong and active after 60. And now that you've seen how B12 and vitamin C work together to support senior health, energy, and recovery, let's bring everything together in the conclusion so you don't miss the final key takeaway. Vitamin D is important, but it's not enough to build or keep muscles strong. If you want to stay active, recover faster, and feel your best after 60, the real keys are vitamin B12 and vitamin C every morning. B12 fuels your energy and oxygen, while vitamin C repairs and protects your muscles with collagen and antioxidant power. Together, they help you stay senior healthy, independent, and full of life. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment below. And if you share it with your loved ones, they'll thank you for passing along these life-changing health tips.